Hello, these are notes from Mr. Smith's Geggy Elementary Science class for 5th grade for ecosystem services and the 5 human impacts. So why do we need other living organisms? Well, it just so happens that other living organisms perform many services for us, and we're going to talk about 3 of them right now. The first one is that they filter the water. So we have plants that obviously are living in the ground, in the roots. They soak up the water in the ground, and whenever they let off the moisture into the atmosphere, they are filtering. And also, whenever they are growing on the ground, the roots of the plant systems hold the soil together, and the soil is also a natural filter, and it helps us to have clean water. So here we have a picture of course, the trees that are holding the ground together. Without all those plants, you would have a lot of runoff, and it would just be bad for everybody. The next one is that plants remove carbon dioxide from the air. We cannot live without our oxygen. So here's the CO2 cycle, and that's an important service that living organisms perform for us. The last one we're going to be talking about is that they produce the food that we eat. There's nothing we could do about it. If we didn't have plants, then we wouldn't have animals. And so, well, these cows, they think you should eat more chicken, but I prefer beef. Thank you. So then these are all ecosystem services, and they are benefits that the natural world provides to us for free. We don't even have to pay for them. So that's kind of a nice added little bonus right there. Next, we'll talk about the 5 human impacts on the environment. These are the ecosystem services. The first human impact on the environment is deforestation, which is the removal of trees and plants that give us oxygen. It is said that 8,000 hectares of rainforest each day are removed so that they can, produce lumber and use the lumber maybe to produce other products. And those products we need, yes, but we also have to think about the future. The next one is desertification, which is causing the land to become lifeless by overgrazing and over-irrigating whenever farmers aren't responsible for the lands that they farm. This is maybe a little bit of a stretch, but you could see farmland start to look like this, like it did in the Dust Bowl back in the early 1900s. Then you also have global warming, the increase of carbon dioxide in the air causing the greenhouse effect and rising temperatures. This is also a picture that I found online, and this is not what we have up in the Arctic necessarily, but we do have a lot of large chunks of ice that are breaking off of the ice pack up in the north, and that is showing that we are getting warmer around the globe. I was also watching a video this morning about the pika who lives in the mountains in the Rockies, and as the atmosphere is warming, it's being forced higher and higher up into the altitudes, up into the mountains, making it forcing it kind of away from the plants that it needs to survive. So these penguins aren't the only ones that are suffering. Next, we have non-native species, organisms that can harm ecosystems and environmental communities. This little guy, the cane toad from Australia, you can find a good video of him on YouTube, and he was not supposed to be in Australia, but somehow somebody got him down there, and they have poisonous glands on their back, which makes them poisonous for predators that are down in Australia, so that they have no natural predators down there, and they're just eating and spreading out and reproducing, and it's become a big issue. Then the last one is over-harvesting, which is taking more from our planet than we can use, than maybe we can use, or it's more than nature can produce. And we take more and more fish from the ocean as we have more and more people on our planet. how much longer can the oceans produce what we need? And that's a big question. So this has been a presentation on ecosystem services and the 5 human impacts.